wish I could tell you, but I really don't know.
Then you don't know that kicking it won't work.
Like I give a shit.
Hey, stop that, please. It can't be good for the sensor.
But it won't work right.
Your guess is as good as mine.
Reason to go beating the living daylights out of it.
Well, how do I make it do what I want?
I wish I could tell you,
Excuse me,
but
miss.
I really don't know.
Hello again.
Oh, thank goodness you're here. Maybe you can talk some sense into the young lady.
What's the problem?
It's this sensor thing. I want to build a store, you know, somewhere I could sell stuff, but it won't work.
A store? I don't think the sensors can build those. Can they?
Maybe.
You know who would know? That Asam fella. Maybe you should go find him. Ask him what else these sensor flibbity-gibbets can do.
I'll go see him immediately.
Oh, well, that's great. In the meantime, I'll get the new arrivals settled. And hopefully prevent more property damage.
Good luck.
How could old Paul help you?
Let's hope this weather holds.
I don't have a problem with that. Curie. Thank you. That's kind of you.
Oh, hey there. Didn't expect to be seeing you again. Is something up? It's not the Asams, is it?
That's why I'm here.
Ah, so it is the sensors that bring you here. Look, I'll tell you the same thing I told the others. I know it may seem confusing, but trust me, just stick with it. Keep building with it, and provide your people with proper supervision. Eventually, it'll all make sense.
What else do you have?
What else? Are you saying the sensors aren't enough for you? Huh. Well, that's a first. Most people complain ASAMs are too complicated. No one's ever asked for more. I'm starting to get the feeling you're not exactly like most people are. All right, darling, consider me curious. What's your story? Like for starters, that Pip-Boy on your wrist. I bet there's a tale behind that.
Why do you ask?
It's not every day someone trips over a Pip-Boy. Heck, it took me years to find mine. So where'd you get yours?
I got it in Vault 111.
111? That's the vault just down the road from you, right? How'd you even get in there? That place is sealed up tighter than a Brotherhood bunker. Wait a second. You telling me you're not actually from that vault, are you?
My family and I were frozen. I didn't spend much time in the vault. The Institute kidnapped my son while I was still trapped. But I found him now.
Wait, did you say the Institute? As in the Institute? Wow. Well, I'm glad to hear you found your son. It's not often in the wasteland that there's a happy ending to a story like yours. I'm sure all of us could be so lucky. But what you said about being frozen, are you telling me you're pre-war? Before the bombs?
Yeah. Before the war. Before everything was ruined.
Whoa. Well, that's amazing. You really aren't like most people. Then, if you don't mind my asking, why is a vault dweller from the past bothering with settlements and ASAMs?
I want to help people.
That's an admirable goal. I can respect that. And from what I've seen so far, you're the kind who's more than willing to put actions to those kind of words. Well, I guess that explains why you're so serious about the settlement stuff.
Raiders! Hurry!
Raiders again? I'm sick of those guys.
Back at the settlement. A whole bunch of them. They've taken hostages, please. You gotta hurry.
Damn raiders are like rad roaches. Crush one and 5 more crawl out. Well, don't you worry, darling. I got your back. You helped me with my raider problem. Only right I help you with yours.
All right, let's go.
Right you are.
Come on, get the lead out and move before somebody gets killed.
Hold it! Take one step closer and I shoot.
Easy. I just want to talk.
Talk? Talk! I'm here to do more than talk.
Look, I'm sure we can work this out. No one has to die.
You wasted a whole bunch of us at Concord, so now you're going to watch some of your people die.
Bad idea. Unless you really want to piss me off.
Whoa, okay, look. We don't really give a shit about who you killed in Concord. We just wanted a bit of fun. Just shoot a few of your people and maybe shake you down for some caps. That was all. We don't want to die over this. We'll just leave, okay?
Excuse me.
Not the way I would have done it, but at least it's open now. Say, before we came here, I wanted to ask you something. This maybe isn't the most appropriate time or venue for a chit-chat, but have you got a minute?
Why? What's this all about?
Well, this may seem abrupt, but the Commonwealth. By now, I'm sure you've experienced enough to form an opinion about it, so tell me, what do you think of it all?
It seems like people are finally rebuilding and recovering from the nuclear war.
Ever the optimist, huh? Keep in mind, it's been over 200 years since that war, and folks are still rebuilding and recovering. Not exactly stellar progress. It's a real mess out here. People living in dirt, barely enough food or clean water, random attacks from raiders, pharaohs, or God forbid, synths. But here's the thing. It doesn't have to be that way. It just might be possible to bring back a measure of the civilization to the wastes. Like what you used to have.
You made some good points. Tell me more.
You've already seen firsthand what ASAMs can do. And you've shown interest in what more you can get out of them. What if I were to tell you, we've only scratched the surface? And maybe, if you're willing, we could perhaps do more than you ever imagined. I've got plans, but I feel they'd go a whole lot smoother if I had a reliable partner to ride shotgun. So, what I propose is a partnership. You and me, working together to try and rebuild the Commonwealth. What do you say?
All right, I'm in.
Hell yeah! You are not gonna regret this. I suppose a proper introduction is in order. Name's Jake. Jake Evans. And it's a pleasure to be working with you.
Let's get started then.
All right. With the formalities out of the way, let me answer a query of yours. Earlier, you showed an interest in getting more out of Asam's. Now, if that's something you really are serious about, then I know where to find the equipment we need. However, there is a small problem.
Go on.
It's a problem we've already had some experience with. Raiders. The place with the Asam equipment has been claimed by a raider gang. Really dug their heels in. And they're not open to doing trade. But I reckon together we could break into the little base and grab what we need. However, we would be in for a tough fight. So, you think you'd be up for that? Taking on a raider stronghold?
Don't worry. I'll help you deal with these raiders.
Well, all right. Now, this equipment we're after was delivered from Concord Hardware to an old Air Force satellite station called Olivia. So that's where we'll be heading. But before we go there, you might want to make a pit stop or two. There's a small trading post not far from here, Drumlin Diner. Might be worth stopping by, gear up on supplies. Also, I've got a small cache of gear hidden nearby Olivia. It's probably still there. Would be useful for a little venture. I'll mark your Pip-Boy with our points of interest, but it's up to you what we do. I'm handing over the reins.
Hey, Gage.
Let's hope this weather holds.
I don't have a problem with that.